Yo, what is up, guys? Wasted all my memes again. Bringing you a little overview of the 100 Uber Sirus farm that I did today. I actually ran a couple of Elder Slayers at the end of the stream, and I have a couple sets left, so I figured I'd run a Uber Sirus and sort of talk about how it went. I still have my Threads of Hope. I've sold pretty much everything else, and it looks like the Thread of Hope unidentified Gamba market has slowed down quite a bit. So that's why I had an earlier version of this video recorded, but I didn't want to put it out because I felt like it was probably misleading. It looks like the price of massive ring threads of hope have gone down, and as of right now, of course, things are tempestuous, especially with the Gamba markets, but it looks like people are kind of cold on buying them. So this strategy, or farming Uber Sirius, is like not necessarily as good as I initially had projected, at least, for right now. Maybe in the morning they're selling again, massive threat of is up, who knows. But for now, the unidentified threat of hope market is not very strong. So I farmed 100 Uber Sirius today on stream. It took me about 5 hours to do in total. I split that up over a couple streams. That's some IRL stuff I had to do. But it's not overall. I mean, like in terms of time, it's not the fastest. My build's probably not the fastest for it. I can't just tank storms to start phases. But even I do plenty of damage, and I can, as you can see, like I'm reasonably good at getting underneath him to start the voice lines and get the phase going. But even then, sometimes Sirus just does random things. Sirus is not like the projection can do random things. Sirus can do random things, and sometimes the fight can kind of drag on. You can die if you don't have super good regen, like I do. Like occasionally, the projection will sort of spawn a storm with no animation while doing another ability the instant the phase starts, and for me, like if I don't react like pretty much instantaneously to that, I'm probably gonna degen to death. So I did die probably 3 or 4 times farming him today, over 100 Uber Series. Which isn't the biggest deal. It's just it does start to feel like it's slowing you down, taking a lot of time, kind of demoralizing. And also, I got I got literally no good drops. I got about half the thread of hopes that I should have got. Usually they're about 24%, or 20 between 22 and 24% chance to drop. And I got 12 in 100 sets. So yeah, not great. Dropped 2 oriaths, both of which sold already for a reasonable price. If you guys want, if there's like interest, I can include clips of sales and stuff from the stream, but you might just have to take my word for it. These results aren't phenomenal, so I hope you can trust me. Anyway, that was a reasonably quick Uber Series. I mean, sometimes though you can get an even faster one if you get a little bit better Storm RNG, but not terrible. And you see, obviously, this is all we got. I did not included in the profit calculations that'll be in the description below, but I did hit a pretty nice Crown of the Inward Eye corruption today, which was +1 power charge on a perfect roll, which sold for 50 div. It's not in the profit calculation though. So essentially, with my pretty abysmal luck, no good awakened gems dropping, and no huge like thread of hope count. I mean, like ideally you're hoping to get like 30 threads of hope if you do 100 Uber Series, but here we're sitting with 13. One of them came out of a reliquary key. Sorry, I forgot about that. He dropped a reliquary key that I opened because there's no market for them. They sell, quote unquote, for 3 div, but they sit up there forever. No one's really looking to buy Sirus reliquary keys, as far as I know. Maybe someone is, but so I got lucky. I got a thread of hope out of it, which is, I think oriaths probably the best outcome, but here we are. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. Sorry, it was kind of a long stream today, and I wanted to get this video put together, and I also had to kind of amend the last video and go with a different take on the strat. Overall, you're pretty much guaranteed to break even, but over 5 hours of playing, that doesn't feel so good. Honestly, I made, if I exclude the corruption on the Inward Eye, I think we profited about 60 divine, which is pretty bad. That would be about 12 divine an hour profit. It's not very good. So it was a little bit of a rough day. That being said, That is with pretty bad RNG. If I had dropped an Awakened Multi-Strike in there, any one jackpot drop in there, all of a sudden the profit's looking amazing, right? So bear that in mind. I mean, like any kind of Uber bossing strategy, you're kind of subjecting yourself to the roulette table a little bit, and then you're also, challenging your build to a certain degree. If you have like a really inefficient build, my build's semi-inefficient for farming Uber Sirus. If you have like a really inefficient build, strategy is really definitely not very good. Because if it takes you 7 or 8 hours to farm 100 Uber Sirus, that's rough. You'd have to get really lucky to have good money. So anyway, basically the update is the Gamba Thread of Hope market looks like it's a little bit down right now. So the safe currency in Uber Sirus farming is a little bit less good. You're kind of gonna have to hope for some good hands of the High Templar rolls, which are really, really hard to get to roll. I mean, the odds of getting a good one with 4 or 5 implicits are insanely bad. And then I guess you can corrupt your crowns to the inward eyes. Maybe drop a savior or something. I don't think savior is actually worth very much currency. And then of course your awakened gems. I dropped a couple awakened elemental damage with attacks. I have the full tally. The full tally will be in the description. Sorry, I'm not gonna like read it out in the video, but I think we got about 15 div in awakened gems over the course of 100 runs. Also, pretty bad. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do still recommend Uber Sirus. I still think it's a really good investment, especially as the price of the sets continues to fall. I think the price of them, I'm just going to double check. Yeah, the Uber Sirus sets are down to 1.4 now. They're even less, 1.3 even for smaller amounts. So as the price continues to go down, I think this might be, again, like I say this prepared to be wrong, but I still think it's a good Uber boss. I think it's the most consistent Uber boss in terms of investment to what you get out of it. It might not be the fastest in terms of netting you big currency gains, and of course, I mean, it's kind of a controversial fight. A lot of people don't like the fight at all. Totally understand that. I don't mind it too much. If you do like the fight, it's good money, and I hope that my 100 Uber series can provide you guys some context on what farming is like. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Many lucky drawks to you, and as always, appreciate your feedback, criticism, and ideas in the comments. So thanks for tuning in, guys.